So Chucky, what are you doing there? How in the hell did you get there? You're supposed to be down there. My Funko is supposed to be up there. Can you believe this guy?
Hey Drumdums, I'm here to make sure that you get the job done right for the second Chucky movie. And I want your subscribers to know that I'm not just a one-trick pony. As a matter of fact, I kick freaking ass in Child's Play 2.
He's pretty cocky, isn't he?
You damn right I'm cocky, and you tell those little shits they don't know what's coming.
Guys, I gotta apologize for his behavior. Uncalled for. Child's Play 2 stars Alex Vincent, Christina Elise, and is directed by John Lafayette. What's up, guys? We are back for round 2. We're doing Child's Play 2, and what's interesting about this is in the comments for my Child's Play 1 review, I had quite a few people saying, not only will you love Child's Play 2, but you will probably like it even more. Okay, they didn't say those words verbatim, but there were a lot of people that prefer this movie over the first one. So what are my thoughts? Let's get into this review. So in Child's Play 2, Andy's mom is just a mental case. They have to put her in a psychiatric ward along with Andy, but Andy has to eventually go to a new home. So he goes to a foster home. And if you thought Chucky was done for, you're dead wrong, because Chucky comes back, and boy does he come back in a big way in Child's Play 2.
This is it, world. From now on, no more Mr. Good Guy.
Now this one has some familiar beats that the first movie had. Like for instance, Andy has to go through this whole thing again where nobody believes him. And even more amplified this time around. And the reason nobody believes him is because the whole thing was really covered up by the toy company. You'll notice that right at the beginning, they're doing heavy damage control. They want to keep this whole thing hush hush and, you know, move Andy to a new family. But of course, Andy, he still has all these issues. I mean, the kid would be traumatized after a situation like this. And when you know it, they have a good guy's doll in the name of Tommy.
Hi, I'm Tommy, and I'm your friend to the end.
And that just adds another element of tension, because right away, Andy is suspicious of Tommy. Is this Tommy, or could this actually be Chucky? Now, first off, I really dug all the characters in this movie. And it's easy to go the route of playing it safe when you're doing a sequel to a big hit horror icon. You can throw in some crappy characters. They've done this with Friday the 13th. They've done this with Halloween. But I will say they threw in some really likable characters with the foster parents. Especially the daughter played by Christina Elise, who plays Kyle. She is a major part of this movie. I liken her to Rachel from Halloween 4. She plays that type of character. And I think she's probably just as likable. Her and Andy, they go through this struggle together, and you can't help but root for them throughout the whole thing. And also there's some horror alumni there too. The foster mother, Joanne, played by Jeannie Agutter, and I had a massive crush on her from American Werewolf in London. As a matter of fact, she might have been one of my first crushes. Also, Mrs. Kettlewell, played by Beth Grant. She always plays the annoying teacher to perfection. You might remember her from Donnie Darko. I'm just not sure about your commitment to sparkle motion. That scene is so great, especially when Chucky goes on attack. So much fun. But now let's talk about Chucky. If Child's Play 1 made Chucky a really interesting villain, Child's Play 2 made him an icon. He goes for broke in Child's Play 2. I like the direction they went with this one. In the first one, you know, they don't show you too much of Chucky. Let's make him more of a mystery. In part 2, we've done that. They know what they're dealing with now, so let's just open the Chucky fire hose and freaking go for broke. And that's what they do. Chucky is so fun in this. Sometimes he's completely hilarious, shocking even, and then sometimes he is deadly as hell. And I love that they played both sides of that. The whole time you're laughing at the guy, but you still know that he's capable of freaking bloody murder. And I will say, Brad Dourif, thank God for Brad Dourif, because a lot of the lines they gave Chucky in this movie, they could have been taken as extremely cheesy, but Brad Dourif really sells it because he brings that layer of realism behind all the comedy and the madness.
You goddamn women drivers!
And you can tell that Brad Dourif had a lot of fun with this role, and funny enough, he actually went in the studio and recorded all his audio for Chucky before the movie started production. And the visual effects team who did the animatronics for Chucky did a damn good job, because this Chucky looks a lot better, I think, than the first Chucky. The facial expressions are just all over the map in this, and we really benefit from it. It still holds up to this day, almost 30 years later. Finally, I gotta talk about the third act, the toy factory. That toy factory scene is one of the coolest, funnest third acts of any horror film that I've ever seen. I liken it to Evil Dead 2. As a matter of fact, there is one scene where Chucky has a knife for a hand, and it's very similar to Evil Dead 2. As a matter of fact, I gotta give a shout out to one of my Instagram followers, Christian Wyatt Carrillo. I was chatting with him and he actually clued me in on the Evil Dead 2 reference. And I can't believe I didn't notice that the first time. But they really go for broke in this third act, and Chucky is just a force. And I love that they did the whole thing in a good guy's toy factory. And there's one scene where Kyle and Andy, they're running through the toy factory and it's like a maze. They can't find their way out of it. So that just adds another element of tension. Guys, in the end, I did not expect this. I thought that Child's Play 2 would be okay, not nearly as good as the first one. It's even better, I think. I'm giving Child's Play 2 a Trapped on an Island. And that doesn't take anything away from the first movie, which is a bona fide classic. But it just has kind of a different tone. Some might even say a little darker. But this one really has some crazy stuff going on with it, and I think there's a lot more fun to be had with Chucky. So anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on Child's Play 2? Looking forward to hearing them. Man, I can't wait to watch Child's Play 3 now. Now, I know it's going to go downhill probably pretty soon, as most horror franchises do. But I'm still having a lot of fun. Anyway, guys, make sure you jump on over to Killer Flicks, become a member, where we talk horror all day, every day. If you look down below, you can see all my social media links. If you like what I'm doing, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and Drumdum out.